Serge, I'm just curious for you, what kind of went into your decision to come back to Milwaukee for another season? I know you're not necessarily in the rotation at the start of the year, so I'm curious from like an opportunity standpoint and just what it meant to be back here.
I just feel like last year I came here in the middle of season, different, and then starting with the team since the beginning, also I feel like they kind of know me a little bit, I know them a little bit, um, and it's a good organization. I had great relationship with the guys. The way they respect me, I'm always about the respect. To me, the most important. So, and then the relationship with the players, the guys, and I feel like starting with the team, and in the beginning, the training camp, you know, it can make big difference.
Was it tough for you though at the end of the year? Especially, I mean, you probably knew Brooke was gonna come back at some point, but what was that like? Because you obviously through much of your career, you've been sort of counted on as that kind of anchor in a lot of playing time.
Yeah, it's tough for anybody. That's what makes us better, right? If it was easier, I don't think I would be where I'm now. The reason I'm here, I'm blessed to about to start my 14 years in the NBA. It's because always be hard. So those hard moments, that's where it bring the best of you or it bring you down. So yeah, it was hard, but also it helped me a lot mentally. And that's why I'm back. Because I like when it's hard. That's where I have to put a lot of work and to get what I want.
Steve McGargy, Associated Press. You talked about having a whole training camp with your teammates. How much can that help, do you think, in terms of not joining a team at midseason, having that time? And what did you just kind of learn from being around them last year?
Starting with a team since the beginning of training camp, it's very important, for player, for team, for your teammates, for, just to build that trust, the chemistry of the players, the coaches. And so also, with, little time I had with the team last year, I already learned a lot about the way, everything go here and the style of playing, everything. So, and I think, for this season is going to be pretty easier for me to pick up the stuff because I'm kind of, I'm not that new, like last season.
Jamal Collier from ESPN. You are one of the few new players to join the team from last season and then Joe Ingles this year. Otherwise, this group has been together for a few years. Just kind of how did they make you feel welcome? What kind of things did the players or things do?
Since day one when I got here, it's great atmosphere here. Great guys, to me it's important where especially at this time of my career, it's important to be in a good place, and I kind of feel like this is a good place, the right place for me to be at this point. And, the guys, the organization, the coaches, the way the things work here is that's how I like to work, and that's one of the big reasons.
Anything like specific or a player that stands out that sort of sets the tone for that? Or?
Yeah, all the guys was great. All the guys was great with me. They helpful when I got here. But when Giannis called me, this summer, and that was even coaches called me too. The founder of it, they called me. It show you how bad they want me to be back. How they respect me. Even the fact, even the way when I spoke with Giannis, and when the best player in NBA, when I is the best player in NBA, when number one. So I just saw on ESPN, so it's not me, that's ESPN. So when the best player in the game, number one best player in the game called you, he said he wants you back, I think that's really important to me,
Serge, you mentioned this is your 14th season and you like to work. How did you approach the summer? How do you work on, player development when you've been in the league for so long?
Listen, the game changed every year, new challenge. all I always try to do is to be the best version of myself than I was before. That's one thing about me I have learning, just to compete against me. I don't want to compete against nobody. I always try to compete against me. So what I did this summer is working on my game to be, the better player than I was last year when I got here.
Hey, Serge, I know, Lily's out, Fox 6 Milwaukee. I know every player, they want to get on the court. And I know when you came in mid-season, saw time, and then Brooke came back. I guess for you, every guy has a role in the team. And I guess what was it like just kind of accepting your role on this team and with what you can do for them?
I mean, everything's a process still, At the same time, we have to understand, like I said, I came here and half the seasons, the guys been here already, they won championship, and also at the same time, I must try to be on the coach's shoes too. Like like the year before you just won a championship with your team, your big guys, and then you got new guys who came in the middle of the season, and in the beginning, of course, it can be a little frustrated. As a human being, we all have some feelings, but as a professional athlete, and I had to sit down to to rethink about it. And even before I came, I resigned. I had to think about it. I took my time to think about everything, and I was like, yeah, if I was an issue too, I probably would do the same, And but like I said, this is new season. Now I'm gonna have opportunity to start with the team, and since the beginning. And we see.
Eric Name, The Athletic. Serge, I'm just curious, you've won a championship. You've been on a lot of really good basketball teams. How do you feel like this group deals with championship expectations? That was kind of the expectation for them last year, and it's going to be the expectation again this year.
One thing I love about this group, like the mindset, everybody have the same mindset as championship, we don't just come here just to say, we want to try to play basketball. No. Even from the front office to the bottom, everybody have one mindset, the championship, even the way we work every day, even the way we approach things. And you can see this is a championship organization. Thank you, guys.